welcome back to the channel. Teams List Tuesday, round 3. There's going to be a lot of changes. We've got Manly coming back from the bye. We've got Panthers on the bye and players injured and suspended. So there's going to be a lot of changes this week. People making lots of trades using boosts. I've made 3 trades, so 2 and a boost this week. So let's get to it. All right. Eagles, Eels. Turbo, Tui Pilotu, Parker, Cooler, Garrick, Schuster's in, Cherry Evans, Pasika Croker, Jake Travojevic, Olakawatu, Talangi, Josh Aloiai, Weeks, Ben Travojevic, Bullymore, Kepi. So Kepi's not at lock. He was looking like a good option, but not playing at lock. We'll just have to watch his minutes. And Josh Schuster, you can either bring him in this week or wait a week and bring him in next week. Eels, Gutherson, Sivo, Penasini, Blake, Simonson, Brown, Moses, Campbell Gillard, Hodgson, Paulo, Cartwright, Dory, Hopgood, Mamasia, Mercher, Greg, and Makatoa. Look, if you don't have Hopgood already, you have to bring him in this week. If you don't, you are going to miss out. He's going to jump up huge in price over the next 2 weeks. Next 3 weeks, he'll probably get up to 600k, I reckon. All right. Knights, Dolphins. Miller, Hunt, Gagai, Best, Young, Gamble, Hastings, Daniel Saifidi, Crossland, Heverington, Jones, Fitzgibbon, Thompson, Rivet, Croker, Johns, Lucas. So lots of changes there. None really to the background except backline except for Ponga out and Gamble in. Hetherington moves up into a starting prop. Tyson Frizzell's out. Leo Thompson's at lock. So I don't know how far away Adam Elliott is. But yeah, a lot of changes there. Look, Leo Thompson, if he's starting at lock and his minutes are up to 60 minutes a game, he's going to be pretty good for his price. But you just have to watch his minutes over the next couple of weeks. All right, the Hammer, Osako, Aitken, Lee, Tessinu, Katoa, O'Sullivan, Bromwich, Nikamura, Wallace, Kafusi, Bromwich, Gilbert, Colony, Lemilu, the GOAT, Mark Nichols, Ray Stone, and Kurt Donahue. Marshall King missed 2 games. Nikamura's in. Okay, people to get. Making cash, the Hammer, Osako making cash. Katoa will be making cash. So they're the 3 to jump on this week. Roosters, Rabbitohs, Tedesco, Tupou, Suwali'i, Manu, Paulo, Kiri Walker, Hargrove, Smith, Collins, Butcher, Radley, Turpin, Hutchinson, May, Baker. Hargroves, Radley in, Smith, Baker drops out. Anyone to get here? Look, I don't think the only Roosters I've got is Nat Butcher. I had Egan, but I sold him this week. Look, he could score some points, but there's better options over the last 2 weeks at second row for less money or around about the same. Elisa Katoa, I would bring in if you were going to do a bit of a sideways swap. I don't think Melbourne have their first bye until round 9 or 8. And the Roosters have their bye next week. All right, Rabbitohs, Mitchell, Johnson, Tass, Graham, Thompson, Walker, Ilias, Totola, Cook, Burgess, Kolomatangi, Cheekham, Murray, Taft, Hamasele, Moali, and Mitchell. Totola's back, Sele's in. Anyone there? Not so much, maybe Davey, Moali there in your front row if you want to move up from Franklin Pele, but otherwise that's about it. Titans, Brimson, Camperera, Kelly, Shoop, Sammy, Foreign, Boyd, Fodawoka, Radley, Tino, Fafita, Stimson, Isaac Liu, Campbell, Clark, Joe Vuna, and Isaac Basumawali. Camperera, Cheapy, Fafita, he's been scoring pretty good. That's about it. Storm, Meany, Warbrick, Smith, Olam, Coates, Wishart, Hughes, Kamakamika, Grant, Welch, Lario, Katoa, King, Zet, McDonald, Sims, Grant. So some changes there. Joseph Olam's in. Coates is in. Kamakamika's in. Zet, Sims. Jordan Grant, did he play last week? I can't remember. I think he did. Look, it's going to be a wait and watch as well because Elisa Katoa's been going absolutely guns on that right edge. But with Tarek Sims on the bench, you'll have to wait and see what happens this week with his minutes. Otherwise, I'd be getting Elisa Katoa in. But yeah, it's a wait and watch with Sims there on the bench. Cowboys Warriors, Chester, Felt, Holmes, Sibasaki, Talangi, Dearden, Townsend, McLean, Robson, Cotter, Hess, Nanai, Tamalolo, Granville, Neem, Brown, Jason Tamo. So Chester's in for Drinkwater. Shibasaki's in for Peter Hiku. I think that's it, maybe. Yeah. Who would I be getting in? Look, Val Holmes is a big option. Reese Robson, Cotter, Tamalolo's been going okay. No cheapies. All right, Warriors. Tan Tuapiki, Kossi, Braden Williami, Pompey, Montoya, Martin Johnson, Fennell Blake, Egan, Afoa, Barnett, Akora, Harris, Walker, Curran, Sirinen, LA. So they've got a fullback in for Chancellor Nickel Clockstad, who had a HIA, I think. Is that the only change? And Jackson Ford is out. And Mitch Barnett goes to that left edge and Bunny Afoa starts. So a couple of changes there. I'll tell you what, Jackson Ford, the people who bought him last week are very unfortunate because he looked really good in the trials and in that first game. Broncos, Dragons, Walsh, Arthur, Staggs, Farnworth, Cobbo, Mam, Reynolds, Jensen, Walters, Haas, Capewell, Ricky Carrigan, Pax, Palacia, Flegler, Martin Tapau. Look, I got Reece Walsh last week. I traded out Latrell, brought Walsh in. It was a great move. They got a good run of teams coming up where the Rabbitohs with Latrell out, he had that niggle, so I was a bit worried. I'm trading out Selwyn Cobbo this week because he's going to lose cash if he doesn't make his break even. I'm doing like a bit of sideways to Farnworth. Farnworth is just looking a lot better this year. He looked actually better last year, but Cobbo had some higher ceiling points there. Haas is going good. Carrigan's going good. Dragons, Sloan, Figai, Sully, Lomax, Ravalawa, Sullivan, Hunt, Molo, Mbai, Laurie, Murdoch, Masilla, Jaden Sewer, Bird, Little, Musgrove, Couchman, Kerr. Sloan actually played really good. The Dragons played really good on the weekend. Ben Hunt played really good. Zach Lomax is one to watch. I think he got 80 points. So I would be tempted to get Zach Lomax in over the next, well, not next week, the week after maybe. Once he gets that first price rise. But he's one I'm definitely looking at. Murdoch Masilla, see how he goes. He keeps that edge when Jack DeBellin comes back. And Josh Kerr too. 260k, 280. See how many minutes he gets. He played really good on the weekend. Bulldogs, Tigers, Perham, Carraz, Avarillo, Alamonte, Adokar, Burton, Flanagan, King, Money, Sutton, Kickout, Preston, Felicity Mariner, Ockenball, Waddell, Pele, Brown. Look, if you want to make some quick cash, you could do a bit of a sideways trade. Get Carraz in for the next 2 weeks. You'll probably make 200k because he's got that 148 in last week's score, which will be in his rollover for the next 2 weeks. And so if he gets another 80 and an 80, he's going to be making a lot of money. Or even just 50 and a 70. Jacob Preston, get him in your team this week. He's starting at that edge again. Absolute gun player. Tigers, Staines, Nefaluma, Naden, Stafford, Tupau, Dewey, Brooks, Watakumanu, Coruscant, Clemmer, Kapoa, Bloor, Pole, Wakeham, Twal, Offengawe, Tumith. Some changes there. Laurie's out, Staines is in. Two-Better Wing, Tommy Talau, concussion, Stafford Toe is in. Shane Bloor, concussion is back. Pole, knee injuries back. Zapa Police out suspended. Simkin head knock. John Bateman is in the reserves. Alright, Rabbitohs Sharks. Chris, Kotrick, Timoko, Smith Shields, Hopperwadi, White and Fogarty, Sulo, Levi, Tarpany, Young, Whitehead, Harawira, Naira, Starling, Mooney, Horsburgh, Gula. I don't really know. Sulo's a good option at the moment, but Papali'i is going to come back into the team and take that starting front row spot. What else do we got? That's about it there. And Trey Mooney's into the side. Sharks, Kennedy, Katoa, Rayman, Talakai, Mulatalo, Moylan, Trindle, Rudolph, Braley, Hamlin, Ueli, Nakora, Wilton, Finucane, McInnes, Hunt, Kafusi, Williams, Tracy, Hazel. Oh, no reserves. So, is there anyone of value, like money-wise? Braden, Trindle, but that just all depends on when Nico comes back. Will Kennedy's been going really good at fullback, but there's not really much else to look at in terms of cheapies or cash generation or trading people in or trading people out. That's about it this week for Teams List Tuesday. Good luck, everyone. I have to do a shout out to Queenslander who commented on one of a different video to let me know that the comments had been disabled on my Supercoach videos. I had done it by mistake, so I fixed that. So if you want to comment back on yesterday's video, what score you got last week, who you're trading in, etc., you can go back and do that. I clicked the wrong thing, but it's all fixed up now. All right, good luck everyone this weekend, and I'll see you for team scores on Monday.